Good morning, everybody. Today I'm talking about a topic that is very dear to my heart. That is the acquisition of Honeywell by Flour Mills of Nigeria Plc. Why is this topic so close to my heart? It's because my dad was a master baker. He was a master baker for more than 30 years. Two of my brothers are still in the business of making bread. So because of this topic is very important to me, and that is why we will look into the acquisition of Honeywell by Flour Mill, its implication on Nigeria economy and Nigerians. So let's start. Nigeria's biggest flour maker, Flour Mill of Nigeria Plc, said they had broken a deal to buy out the majority equity interest in rival Honeywell Flour Mills, which is majoritarily owned by billionaire and middle past chair of FBN Holdings, Chief Oba Otudeko. The agreement enabled Flour Mill to purchase 71.69% stake in Honeywell, while a separate pact with FBN Holdings Group allowed the miller to acquire the financial services group stake of 5.06% in Honeywell. This brings its consolidated holding in Honeywell to 76.75%, according to a regulatory filing at the Nigerian Exchange Limited. That could mean Flour Mill will be taking over about 6.09 billion units of Honeywell's 7.93 billion ordinary shares, priced at an opening price of 3.39 naira per unit. But the disposal of the 71.69% stake by Honeywell will be conducted on the basis of an enterprise value at 80 billion naira. The deal marks the third major merger and acquisition transaction. The deal marks the third major merger and acquisition transaction involving a quoted company this month in Nigeria, following Honeywell buyout of more than 60% stake in Eternal Oil and Nadova takeover of Honeywell Oil. Honeywell has returned 182.5% in the past 1 year, according to Financial Times. Flour Mills Nigeria FBN Plc has assured its stakeholders that the acquisition of majority equity interest in Honeywell Flour Mills (HFM Plc) was not in breach of any subsisting order of court as claimed by the Ecobank Nigeria. Flour Mills of Nigeria stated this in a statement sent to the Nigerian Exchange Limited (NGX), saying, and I quote, "Flour Mill wants to assure its stakeholders that the recent announcement by the group to assume majority shareholder status of Honeywell Flour Mill Plc on Monday, 22nd of November 2021 was made after carrying out necessary due diligence and obtaining appropriate legal guidance. Consequently, the statement has Flour Mills confirmed that this agreement is not in breach of any subsisting order of court in matter relating to any third party. This further assurance has become necessary in view of the publication caption, quotes now, Ecobank warns against acquisition of Honeywell Flour Mill, alleged company facing winding up proceeding, end of quote. Today, our story is not about this acquisition, but about the impact on Nigerians and the economy. What are the problems this acquisition might bring to ordinary Nigerians who are fond of eating bread? Because bread is one of the most popular food in Nigeria. Bread is a food that everybody, no matter who you are, rich, wealthy, poor of the poorest, eat in Nigeria. So What is the implication on this acquisition of Honeywell by Flour Mill of Nigeria Plc? Now let's go into it. There is no doubt that this acquisition of Honeywell Flour by Flour Mill Plc will reduce the number of flour mills in Nigeria. The two major flour mills in Nigeria that are still functional are Flour Mill of Nigeria and Crown Flour Mill owned by Olam Grains Company. Other small flour mills are now on life support, and if care is not taken, the two big companies, that is Flour Mill of Nigeria and Crown Flour Mill, will suffocate this small flour mill, and they will eventually collapse. The implication of this acquisition of Nigeria or Nigerians and the economy is going to be consequential. There is no doubt about that. And it will definitely affect the people, ordinary Nigerians, and the economy. There are more ways when you look at this that you can see that this acquisition will affect. But let's just look at 6 of these points of factor that can impact Nigeria economy and ordinary Nigeria. 1, worker will be laid off in small mill if the small mill collapse under the pressure of monopoly and dominance of the two big mills. There is no doubt about that. If the pressure by this big flour mill get to this small one, they will have no option than to pack up and lay off their worker. 2, no doubt market will become more monopolized since the big ones will have more share of the market and might be the one that determine the prices. So this is common when there is monopoly. The other small company, they give in to the big umbrella or the big company. Number 3, price of flour will continue to increase because it will be about the big guns and what they want. It might be difficult for government to control this big one because they are in charge now. They determine what happens, the price, everything that has to do with this product is determined by these two. And if they get into unhealthy competition, God help us all. Number 4, Nigeria might end up looking for alternate food to replace most popular, easy to get food in Nigeria, which is bread. Many bakers may lose their business if products are no longer affordable by common man, ordinary Nigerian. If bread is no longer affordable to ordinary Nigerian because of high cost of production, there is going to be serious problem. Number 5, many workers in baking industry might also lose their job, which is currently happening. You go to all bakers and bakery now in Nigeria, they are reducing the cost of production, and the only way to reduce the cost of production is to lay off their workers, because there is no doubt they have to buy all the material. They will buy flour, they will buy sugar, they will buy salt, all these things they use in making bread. So there is no way for them to cut corner there, but they can reduce the staff, the workers. So because the master baker are looking for a way to maximize profit and reduce the cost. So the only way to cut costs is reduction of workers. So we've looked at the implication on the economy and what might likely happen. The question now is, what is the way forward to prevent this from happening? All the atomized implications, to prevent them from happening. What are the things that we can do that will reduce or stop the unstoppable? Because once Honeywell is taken over by Flour Mill, is complete, then you have two big companies, the Crown Flour Mill and Flour Mill of Nigeria Plc. They take over everything. They determine what happens in the market and this product. So what do we do to make sure this industry, this popular food in Nigeria is still affordable for everybody? Let's go. First, government should provide forest to flour mill at CBN rates so that master baker could be able to buy their raw material at reasonable price. Everybody will understand that. Once the raw material goes down, the end product might likely reduce in price. 2, higher tariff rates on wheat importation should be looked into. Government should look into the tax rate on wheat importation so that if the tax rate is reduced, then something positive might happen on that angle. Number 3, Nigeria government should invest and introduce policy that mandates flour mill to go into backward integration by radical and aggressive investment in wheat farming, and also encourage farmers in the local area where wheat can be planted to be involved in wheat farming. We should give kudos to the government for their investment in agriculture, but they need to pay attention to wheat farming. Let's first encourage the company, the flour mill, to invest in backward integration so that they can invest in wheat farming and recognize the local area where wheat can be easily farmed. Let government encourage the farmer through subsidy or incentive and whatever they can use to encourage them to plant the wheat, because that will help us to reduce the importation of wheat and probably will reduce the cost. Number 5, price of flour should be regulated by government, probably with introduction of incentive and subsidy to the company. This is possible. The government can introduce incentive and help the company to reduce the price of flour in the market. Number 6, this is very important. Cassava and potato inclusion in bread should be seriously looked into, and resources will be made available for research that will increase the inclusion of cassava and potato to up to 30%. This has been, I think it has been a dream in Nigeria for so long. Government has said, let's put cassava, let's make cassava flour that can use for bread. The time is now for government to do this, to make this possible, so that if we increase potato or cassava inclusion in flour to up to 30%, what you are saying is that we're having 30% of raw material locally because cassava is produced and planted and farmed in Nigeria. So if we can get 30% of what make of flour from local farming, that is a way out. So if government can look into all these points we have itemized one by one, we might not get to that point where bread will become a luxury food in Nigeria. Now, there are other ways that might impact the flour in Nigeria. For example, if Dangote refinery starts operating, that might reduce demand for forests to buy petroleum products in Nigeria, and eventually might reduce request for dollar, and this might help Naira valuation. This is another way. That depends on how Dangote refinery kick off in this year 2022 and how government manage it to the benefit of Nigeria economy. Now, to the major issue why we are in this topic today, bread. I know all of us like bread, white bread, brown bread, whatever bread you want. Everything is made of flour. We have to understand that if flour goes up, if the price of flour goes up through the monopoly and dominance of these two companies, it's going to be a problem to all lover of bread and majority Nigerians who take bread as their daily way of satisfying hunger. So for this, we have to look into this. The government have to start now before it becomes an issue. Look into the policy guiding this company. Look into things. How do you regulate this company? What are the necessary things? We should nail we should make sure we get to this before it becomes an issue that everybody we have to cry about. So what we are trying to say is to call the attention of government to what needs to be done and why it should be done at the right time. The issue of bread, the most popular food in Nigeria and easy to get food, cannot become a problem for ordinary Nigeria. So Nigeria and the government need to pay attention to what happened to the company that produce raw material for most popular food in Nigeria. The government must do something about that and guide the principal players in a way that will not jeopardize the economy of this country and affect the livelihood of ordinary Nigeria. I hope they can take a clue from what we have said here. Thank you for listening to what we have to say. My name is Yomi Olowe once again. I'm from African Business Chamber of Commerce. You can share this topic. Go to our YouTube channel, ABCC Nigeria. You can subscribe, you can share, leave your comments. Let's know what you feel. Let's know your opinion about all our topic there. You can share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate you. Bye-bye.